trabalho assim que a gente pode dizer que é um dos mais importantes sobre o assunto, que é o escritor Isaac Asimov, e eu vou ler ela para vocês e queria que alguém me apresentasse uma interpretação. O aspecto mais triste da vida de hoje é que a ciência obtém conhecimento mais rapidamente que a sociedade e sabedoria. Alguém? Pode completar para mim.
Não é tipo a frase que eu esqueci o nome, cara, que evacua a ciência evolui, só que ninguém sabe usar.
Muito bom. Alguém mais, gente? Pra falar uma coisa massiva, assim, só da gente falando e vocês escutando. Que nem uma aula normal. Ninguém quer falar nada? Caramba, gente. Não, tá bom. Então vamos continuar. Então eu vou dar uma introduçãozinha sobre a tecnologia. Em 1940, a tecnologia surgiu nos Estados Unidos. E ela surgiu com a finalidade de formar os especialistas militares para poder colocá-los em combate na Segunda Guerra Mundial. E a partir da década de 1960, com a chamada Revolução Elétrica, que foi uma grande mudança, assim, os meios de comunicação sofreram uma revolução muito grande. Então houve uma mudança muito grande no estilo de vida das pessoas, até mesmo na forma política e na econômica e na educação propriamente dita. E isso tudo gerou uma consequência que foi a globalização que a gente tem hoje. A tecnologia nas guerras. Então, gente, a tecnologia, como qualquer outra coisa, é uma ferramenta. E uma ferramenta que dá uso ao homem. Então, ela pode ter uso moral ou imoral, de acordo com a sua intenção. No caso, a gente pode apresentar vários exemplos hoje de tecnologias que foram desenvolvidas com o propósito de servir nas guerras, só que elas são adaptadas e tem ainda o nosso convívio hoje mesmo. Como a gente tem, por exemplo, GPS, forno de microondas, câmeras digitais, controle de tráfego aéreo, produção, de antibiótico em massa, ambulância, computador e principalmente a internet. Também, por outro lado, energia nuclear, que é da guerra propriamente dita, armas, pólvora, e ciências utilizadas na formação de avião, navio e submarino. Aí a gente tem as figuras do computador, uma figura de energia nuclear, o GPS, e aí as tecnologias de guerra, né? Avião, submarino, tanque de guerra. Então, aí a gente pode concluir que assim, a gente sabe que o conhecimento humano acaba fazendo com que a tecnologia evolua, aliás, né? Todos os aparatos, eles evoluem. Então, à medida que a gente conhece mais, as coisas evoluem mais. Então, por causa disso, a gente tem um certo medo de, por exemplo, pelo menos já houve muito esse medo da máquina substituir o homem. A gente pode tirar, por exemplo, assim, do contexto histórico, a gente tem um movimento budista, que ele ocorreu em meio à Revolução Industrial, e, assim, o proletariado, eles iam contra a mecanização do trabalho. Então, o que aconteceu? Eles iam na fábrica, eles quebravam as máquinas para eles poderem continuar com o emprego, para continuar com a vida deles mesmos. Então, tem esse medo, assim. Só que hoje, a gente não pode continuar usando esse termo. Chega uma coisa meio velha. Porque, assim, a gente pode falar que o homem ele se alia à máquina hoje. Porque com o conhecimento a gente consegue mudar, porque aqui você constrói a máquina do jeito que você quer. Você tem essa opção. Então, a gente daqui a pouco vai ver um vídeo que fala justamente disso, do alinhamento, tipo, como que o homem se alia à máquina hoje. Tem um apoio. Agora.
Well, Arthur C. Clarke, famous science fiction writer from the 1950s, said that we overestimate technology in the short term and we underestimate it in the long term. And I think that's some of the fear that we see about jobs disappearing from artificial intelligence and robots, that we're overestimating the technology in the short term. But I am worried whether we're going to get the technology we need in the long term. because the demographics are really going to leave us with lots of jobs that need doing, and that our society is going to have to be built on the shores of steel of robots in the future. So I'm scared we won't have enough robots. The fear of losing jobs to technology has been around for a long time. Back in 1957, there was a Spencer Tracy, Katharine Hepburn movie, so you know how it ended up. Spencer Tracy brought a computer, a mainframe computer of 1957 in to help the librarians. The librarians in the company would do things like answer for the executives. What are the names of Santa's reindeers? And they would look that up. And this mainframe computer was going to help them with that job. Well, of course, a mainframe computer in 1957 wasn't much use for that job. The librarians were afraid their jobs were going to disappear. But that's not what happened, in fact. The number of jobs for librarians increased for a long time after 1957. It wasn't until the internet came into play, the web came into play, and search engines came into play that the need for librarians went down. And I think everyone from 1957 totally underestimated the level of technology we would all carry around in our hands and in our pockets today. And we can just ask, what are the names of Santa's reindeers, and be told instantly, or anything else we want to ask. By the way, the wages for librarians went up faster than wages for other jobs in the US over that same time period, because librarians became partners of computers. Computers became tools, and they got more tools that they could use and become more effective during that time. Same thing happened in offices. Back in the old days, people used spreadsheets. Spreadsheets were spread sheets of paper, and they calculated by hand. But here's an interesting thing that came along. With the revolution around 1980 of PCs, the spreadsheet programs were tuned for office workers, not to replace office workers, but respected office workers as being capable of being programmers. So office workers became programmers of spreadsheets. It increased their capabilities. They no longer had to do the mundane computations, but they could do something much more. Now today, we're starting to see robots in our lives. On the left there's the Patlock from iRobot. When soldiers came across roadside bombs in Iraq and Afghanistan, instead of putting on a bomb suit and going out and poking with a stick, as they used to do up until about 2002, they now send the robot out. So the robot takes over the dangerous jobs. On the right is some tugs from a company called Aethon in Pittsburgh. These are in hundreds of hospitals across the US, and they take the dirty sheets down to the laundry. They take the dirty dishes back to the kitchen. They bring the medicines up to the pharmacy. And it frees up the nurses and the nurses' aides from doing that mundane work and just mechanically pushing stuff around to spend more time with patients. In fact, robots have become so ubiquitous in our lives in many ways. But I think when it comes to factory robots, people are sort of afraid, because factory robots are dangerous to be around. In order to program them, you have to understand six-dimensional vectors and quaternions, and ordinary people can't interact with them. And I think it's a sort of technology that's gone wrong. It's displaced the worker from the technology. And I think we really have to look at technologies that ordinary workers can interact with. And so I want to tell you today about Baxter, which we've been talking about. And Baxter I see as a way, the first wave of robot that ordinary people can interact with in an industrial setting. So Baxter is up here. This is Chris Harder from Rethink Robotics. We've got a conveyor there. And the lighting isn't too extreme. There it is. There. So pick up the object off the conveyor. It's going to come bring it over here and put it down. And then go back and reach for another object. The interesting thing is Baxter has some basic common sense. By the way, what's going on with the eyes? The eyes are on the screen there. The eyes look ahead where the robot's going to move. So a person that's interacting with the robot understands where it's going to reach. It isn't surprised by most motions. Here, Chris took the object out of its hand, and Baxter didn't go and try and put it down. It went back and realized it had to get another one. It's got a little bit of basic common sense. Goes and picks the object. And Baxter's safe to interact with. You wouldn't want to do this with a current industrial robot, but with Baxter, it doesn't hurt. It feels the force, understands that this is there, and doesn't push through him and hurt him. But I think the most interesting thing about Baxter is the user interface. And so Chris is going to come and grab the other arm now. And when he grabs an arm, it goes into zero force gravity compensated mode. And graphics come up on the screen. You can see some icons on the left of the screen there for what was about its right arm. He's going to put something in his hand. He's going to bring it over here. press a button and let go of that thing in the hand, and the robot figures out, he must mean I want to put stuff down, puts a little icon there, comes over here and he gets the fingers to grasp together, and the robot infers, you want an object for me to pick up, puts the greeny icon there. He's going to set a map out of the area of where the robot should pick up the object from. He just moves it around, and the robot figures out that was an area search. He didn't have to select that from a menu. And now he's going to go off and train the visual appearance of that object while we continue talking. So, as we continue here, I want to tell you about what this is like in factories. These robots we're shipping every day to go to factories around the country. This is Mildred. Mildred's a factory worker in Connecticut. She's worked on the line for over 20 years. 1 hour after she saw her first industrial robot, she had programmed it to do some tasks. When we first went out to talk to people in factories about how we could get robots to interact with them better, one of the questions we asked them was, do you want your children to work in a factory? The universal answer was no. I want a better job in manufacturing. And as a result of that, Mildred is very typical of today's factory workers in the US. They're older, and they're getting older and older. There aren't many young people coming into factory work. And as their tasks become more onerous on them, we need to give them tools that they can collaborate with, they can be part of the solution, so that they can continue to work and we can continue to produce in the US. And so our vision is that Mildred, who's the line worker, becomes Mildred, the robot trainer. She lifts again, like the office workers of the 1980s who lifted their game of what they can do. We're not giving them